Hi, boys and girls. It's your friendly neighborhood Brendan here. I just spent the weekend in Charlotte, and my wife had to do something, so we ended up in Charlotte, and we rented a hotel room for a couple of days. And I'll tell you, hotel rooms, especially after COVID, they changed quite a bit. First of all, well, some things change and some things never change. First, when you check in, they give you this card. I'll use this as an example. It's a grocery store card, but let's pretend this is what they give you. This is what they give you. They give you a card, and they tell you to, like, there's a monitor, and you're supposed to either wave it to the monitor or touch the monitor with the card, and you get in. Got in hotel keys. They don't do hotel keys anymore, so they do this. So they give to you, and that's when you spaz out, because you're trying to open the freaking door and you're going, open the door! And you try to touch it. I touched it 50 times, it's not working! I'm waving the damn thing, what's wrong with this freaking thing? And that's one thing. And you ever notice that when you rent a hotel room, there's always you're always on the next to the top floor. There's always going to be a top floor above you. And it just so happens that they're trained for the Olympics in the hotel room above you. You ever notice that? You hear bang, 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 sometimes you might hear circus animals, whatever. It's just but constantly, every time we go into a freaking hotel room, there's noise up there, bang. And then when I go outside, walking down the hallway, it's, I hear, usually, okay, and we understand why, nocturnal emissions, people doing stuff and compensating a relationship, or just compensating, or, but long story short, you hear, gasps and moans of pleasure and all that. See, there's a level of moans of pleasure when you're in a hotel room. There's either the tame one, which is basically the hungry like the wolf from Duran Duran, and then there's Madonna's rehearsing a new song somewhere in Holiday Inn, or it's like the Lords of Acid. Well, that's what I got. I got the Lords of Acid. I must increase my bust. But yeah, I got the Lords of Acid in the hallway, and that's always a challenge in a hotel room, because you can use the pool there. And if you want to see a 75-year-old woman in a string bikini, go to a hotel pool. And it's like nature showing how people age, and you realize that grandma was one of the people that making those noises in the hallway, but wearing that little bikini. Yeah, life is fun, isn't it? But that's the whole thing. And yeah, I'm looking at you now. But that's another thing. It's a challenge being in a hotel room, because name one other place that you can go in the middle of the night and get ice from a machine, and you have to go, and you can go out in your pajamas and slippers and get some ice in a bucket. For no apparent reason. Maybe you want to get your drink cold or whatever, or maybe your Diet Coke needs a couple ice cubes or whatever. Or maybe you just want to cool your beer that you just bought. But the thing is that you get ice just for the sake of getting ice. Nothing more, nothing else. I mean, you can go to your refrigerator and go to the ice maker and get some ice, but it's not as fun as going to a hotel room 3 o'clock in the morning, going to the hallway and getting some ice, because you feel like there's a sense of accomplishment. But that's another story. But yeah, there's another sense of accomplishment. You ever notice that the stores near the hotel are much better? For example, we went to Charlotte. Now, I currently live in a small town in the middle of nowhere. So going to Charlotte's a big deal. I mean, and there's a Burger King in my town. But there's a Burger King in Charlotte. There's an IHOP in Charlotte. There's all these things in Charlotte. There's a Walmart in Charlotte. There's also a Walmart in my town. Hi, Shannon. But the thing is that it's so exciting going to Walmart in Charlotte. Why? Because it's in Charlotte. Charlotte's an exact place. I went to Indianapolis. Why? Because I went to Walmart in Indianapolis. So yeah, and that's another thing, and that's the funny thing about, like, going to like these places and everything, and you're going to these so-called quote unquote exotic places, but and then you gotta check out, and check out is usually 11 a.m. And then when you go out and check something out, check it out and everything, you gotta make sure you got everything. Everything. But the thing is that nowadays, so you remember back in the days when you can get towels and soap, save on like going to like Walmart, especially one in Charlotte, or Indianapolis, and you're trying to get like towels and lotions and everything like the hotel has. Well, the hotel now has a new thing. See, they got your little cake of soap, and you can take that if you want to, but you're using the cake of soap anyway, so it's garbage really because you're just using it once. So they toss it out. But remember those lotions you take along? Guess what they did? Guess what Holiday Inn Express does now? They got all the lotions nailed to the freaking wall. Nailed to the freaking wall. Yeah. Oh, this is great. Lotion. Oh my goodness. Conditioner actually makes my bald head really nice and shiny. I'm gonna get some. I can't. Because it's nailed to the freaking wall. So yeah, so it's like, so now they don't want you taking anything. And nowadays they have no smoking policies, so there's no ashtrays. My wife likes to collect ashtrays, and unfortunately no. And you can't smoke in the hotel room anymore, so you have to go out in the middle of the night and like. And you ever notice that they put the smoking section outside? And usually the hotels, the really good hotels, are really the bad part of town. You ever notice that? So basically, you're taking your life in your hands if you take a smoke, but you're better off walking around getting ice in your pajamas 3 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, that's all I got. You have a great great day or great evening, whatever. And see me in Hickory Crowdhead Stadium on April 15th. Yeah, I'll post more details about it. Thanks again. Sayonara.